Hello there, and welcome to the 177th and final song review that I'm going to post for this Eurovision season 2023. The final song for Eurovision has just dropped. It's from Georgia. It's called Echo by Iru. And yeah, as I said, it's the 177th review that I'm filming this year. Thank you everyone who's been sticking around for all of those videos. Some of you maybe have actually watched every single one. If you have, that's the most mind-blowing thing ever. And some have stuck around for a few. I hope you've enjoyed it regardless. And maybe some are completely new to the channel today in this video here because you're interested in just seeing someone review the song from Georgia. Maybe. Regardless of your history with my channel, it's time to end it on a high, I think, this time around. So yeah, let's pray. Let's pray that we got something good here. That was somewhat unexpected, I gotta say. I think, like, arrangement-wise, this is chaotic, intense, but also really kind of fascinating and very easy to just enjoy and get hooked by and dragged into it. There's a lot of stuff going on all the time, which is just really something that's very easy to connect with and just really enjoy everything being thrown at you in this way. I think it's a very chaotic arrangement. I think it's very playfully arranged as well. There's a creativity to this songwriting wise that I think is quite palpable. And I gotta say, like, some of the sound design ideas in here are absolutely phenomenal. I'm loving the distinct sound of the percussion throughout. I think that these like swooping sound effects in the very background, sometimes in the pads and sometimes just effect work scattered throughout the song. It's very lively. Like, there's always something going on at the very back while also having a very intense delivery at the front. I guess you'd say basically the entire soundstage that we got here, there's something scattered in every little area of it to really make sure that it's a very full, like a full listening experience that really just kind of has details and ideas kind of all over the place to really just never leave it for a dull moment, basically. And I think the structure works really well as well. I think it's a nicely structured song which has a great flow between segments, sometimes abrupt, sometimes very smooth. And that contrast of these sections also work in the song's favor because of the intensity of it. I think it's a song that just relies so much on being very in your face, being very intense, being very loud and explosive, and then the kind of like transitional work that you put into it becomes easier to just kind of do as you wish if you get the audience hooked by your overall presentation of it. I gotta say, I have some minor flaws with this one, or I gotta say, they're actually pretty major flaws because I think production wise, this song doesn't really sound that great. It just sounds loud. It sounds somewhat like instrumental inputs here and there are kind of clashing. I think the mix needs to be a bit cleaner. I think that the impact hits need to actually be compressed into the song more. I think that these snares, the snares that you have in the choruses, that just basically hits on like a 2, 3, 4 before the next bar. It's continuously a very loud sound, and it feels like it's basically just a stock sound being thrown in without really being actually incorporated into the rest of the track. And there are more instrumental inputs like that throughout the song, I say. Some of the synth work is also quite overbearing, and it kind of just, what do you call it, like collides with the rest of the instrumental input here. I think that there needs to be some more attention to detail, maybe some some additional side chaining, some actual, like, just a bit of a cleanup work, mix wise, I'd say. It doesn't really need to do anything special in the mastering because the master is just loud, but it's not like it's an issue the way that it sounds. It's just that I think it's a very overbearing like result, instrumental wise. The vocals are also kind of, I'd say, overshadowed by this loud instrumentals. Like the vocals are very, like, I was about to say shouty. It's not a negative way, but they're quite loud. They're quite, I guess, impressive and intense, and the intonation in them is quite strong. But I feel like a lot of the impact that comes from this song is really from this loud instrumental that kind of takes over. So the vocals aren't really the focal point, I'd say, which I think is a bit undeserving for what the song actually tries to be. It tries to be quite grand and very massive and just this kind of overshowering listening experience that you're just supposed to kind of get lost in and really be like something assertive to really just speak to you in that way. But I think that the instrumental doesn't really allow the vocal to do that, because the instrumental is just packed with velocity, really. And I think maybe just like a little bit more attention to actually cleaning up this mix, balancing it out a little bit. There's no issue with the mastering. It's just that the song needs to be a bit cleaner, I'd say, production-wise. Of course, it's not going to be that noticeable when you see it live, because at the live performance, the audio kind of drops in quality, and all of the focus really becomes on the vocal. And I think that could absolutely benefit this song, because I think it's a very impressive song in that kind of delivery and presentation. But I can just see myself kind of listening to it in the studio cut leading up to the contest. I'm probably not going to be that all for it. I'm not going to be someone who actually seeks out to listen to this, because I feel like I would never say that it's a struggle to listen to it, but it's actually something that, kind of becomes a feeling like, oh, what could have been when I listen to it, and I feel that's somewhat unfortunate. I mean, I absolutely would wish for someone to just kind of delve into this track, clean it up a little bit, and then polish it up, send it out again, because it's a massive song. It needs like the pinpoint polished production to the absolute 100% for it to actually have the presentation that's supposed to be really, really palpable. And I think it's almost there, but I gotta say the production is a setback at this point, for me at least. I think it's overly loud, and it's like it works with the intensity, but it's like that point where sounds are clashing with each other and it's colliding, and then it's kind of an issue, I'd say. Still, regardless, I enjoyed it. I think it's very massive, it's very impressive. It's a song that I think will absolutely have a standout presentation in Eurovision as well, because it's a strong effort, it's powerful, it's anthemic in a way, and I'm intrigued by it, and I'm looking forward to seeing it live. But for now, I remain a little bit skeptical, but that's just me. Tell me what you think of the Georgian effort. Is this among your top songs? Like, did it contribute to making the year better here at the end? Because a lot of us are a bit skeptical about it, or is this one that you're just gonna feel like, oh, it's one of the others? Tell me what you think of it in the comments. And I'll be looking forward to seeing you in many videos leading up to the contest. We're gonna do some live streams. We're gonna do some more videos where we talk about Eurovision stuff, I guess. Well, yeah, the first live stream, if you're watching this Thursday, you can join it tonight. We're gonna vote, or like talk about semi-final 2, because we got all of the songs, and do a little collective voting on my channel. So if you're interested in that, you could stick around on my channel and see if you can get around to that. Happens tonight. Although otherwise, there are more videos to come soon and more live streams. So be on the lookout if you're interested. Other than that, hope you've enjoyed this review and the entire review series. If you've watched majority of them, then that's insane. Hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed doing it, but now I think I need to lay down a little bit. Have a good one until I hopefully see you soon again, and bye for now.